Bridges of pride, bridges of pain. The rise and fall of the Hongqi Bridge. In the heart of China's northern province, the Hongqi Bridge was born from ambition, a moment of progress, unity, and national pride. It was to be a modern marvel, sleek, strong, and symbolic of a nation racing toward the future. Engineers spoke of its beauty. Politicians spoke of its promise. And when it opened, banners rippled in the wind like sails of destiny. Another triumph, another victory of human intelligence over nature's divide.
Suspended 625 meters, over 2,050 feet, above a remote river in Guizhou province in southwest China, it now holds the title of the tallest bridge ever built. That's not an exaggeration. It's taller than 2 Eiffel Towers stacked on top of each other, taller than the Empire State Building, with room to spare. From the canyon floor to the bridge deck, nothing else in the world reaches this height. And if you dropped a stone from the edge, it would fall for nearly 20 seconds before hitting the river below.
But less than a year later, the banners lay in the dust. The Hongqi Bridge, a gleaming artery meant to carry the lifeblood of commerce and connection, had fallen. Collapsed into the river, it was built to conquer. And with it fell not only concrete and steel, but trust. The Hongqi Bridge's story began in optimism. Designed to connect isolated communities and revitalize a growing industrial corridor, it was celebrated as proof that speed and innovation could overcome decades of infrastructural lag.
This gigantic structure hangs in midair between 2 mountains, 625 meters above the river below. China has now officially opened the highest bridge in the world.
Before it took an hour, now it only takes 2 minutes.
In the skies of Guizhou province, the Huajiang Canyon Bridge took 3 years to build and 22,000 tons of cement and steel. Last month, a testing team drove 96 red trucks onto designated points to test the bridge's structural integrity.
The project was rushed. Political timelines set the pace, not the engineers. Local authorities wanted ribbon cuttings before the year's end, a photo for every paper, a headline for every official. And so, under the weight of expectation, safety was bent. Corners were cut, and reports were ignored. Even during construction, cracks appeared, both literal and bureaucratic. Whistleblowers warned of low-grade concrete, insufficient curing times, welds that didn't meet standards. But the message was unwelcome. Progress could not be slowed. The bridge was completed on schedule, and it gleamed in the sunlight of its inauguration. Then came the day when ambition met gravity. A transport truck crossed the Hongqi Bridge, one of many that used it daily, and it reached the mid-span. The structure groaned. Witnesses say it sounded like thunder trapped beneath the earth. Then, within seconds, the bridge gave way, folding in on itself, collapsing into the river below. Cameras caught the moment. Concrete shattered, steel twisted. Lives were lost. Families left asking why a symbol of progress had turned into a tomb. The official cause: structural failure due to design flaws, material weakness, and excessive load. But the unofficial cause? Hubris. The fall of the Hongqi Bridge is not just a Chinese tragedy. It is a universal caution about the cost of haste, the seduction of prestige, and the illusion that technology alone guarantees safety. It reminds us that infrastructure is not built only with concrete and steel. It is built with integrity, patience, and truth. And when those elements are compromised, no design can endure. We live in a world racing to build taller, faster, cheaper. But progress without accountability is just a countdown to collapse. The Hongqi Bridge warned us: when politics outruns engineering, when pride overshadows prudence, when oversight is treated as obstruction, the bridge always falls. In the aftermath, rescue crews worked through the night. Mothers waited on the banks for word of their sons. Reports whispered about silenced inspectors, about data that disappeared from the records. But even in the tragedy, there was something sacred, a collective awakening. Across China, engineers began calling for reform, for transparency, for a culture that valued precision over publicity. And around the world, the Hongqi Bridge stands as a metaphor for our modern age. A world building faster than it reflects, innovating faster than it humbles itself. The ruins of the Hongqi Bridge still rest in the river, its broken girders like fingers reaching for redemption. Let them stand as a monument, not to failure, but to remembrance. A reminder that progress is not measured by how quickly we build, but by how well our works can endure the weight of truth. Because bridges are more than structures. They are promises between past and future, between leaders and citizens, between what we dream and what we dare to do. And when those promises are broken, the whole world feels the fall. Let every bridge we build be worthy of the faith that crossed it. Something to think about and pray about.